begins, and before you can say it, this is actually worth your time. Click, it's gone. Yet you poured your heart into becomes nothing but background noise. Ever felt the urgent need to skip an ad, itch to get past it as quickly as possible? Sure, we all have, but here's the flip side. What happens when it's your product, your story, sitting on the other side of the skip ad button, and suddenly 5 seconds feels like a lifetime? Too short to connect, too long till you get it wrong. Well, what if it didn't have to be this way? What if your ad didn't just interrupt, but actually invited people to stay? What if your story wasn't stopped by the product, but enhanced by it? Imagine viewers knowing there's a product integrated, and still staying till the very end. No gimmicks, no guilt, just meaning. Welcome to Ad or Pass, where we turn the art of storytelling into an experience your audience wants to stick around. Today we start with a humble candle, a symbol of light, warmth, and survival. We'll show you how this simple metaphor can ignite something powerful, a way to integrate products without breaking the story, or the trust. Here's the poem. The first one. The warmth of the flame keeps the soldiers in shade, while the cold corpses greet them in the sweat they have made. The toil and passion is the slogan they wore, marching with fervor, but the screams implore. Under the ark's shadow, where hope seemed to bend, the light flickers uncertain with no clear end. Tied to the emblem that once held them high, they wait in silence for the shadows to die. A flicker then dark, where once hope had crept. Now swallowed by silence, the promise is kept. The candle burns, but the light is too thin. A witness to battles no one will win. A candle isn't just a source of light, it's a beacon of hope in darkness, yet it flickers with fragility. Much like a soldier in war, it burns itself to give others clarity. This metaphor integrates the object naturally into the narrative of resilience and sacrifice. It's more than a product, it's a storyteller. Speaking of tools, it's a poem. Let's transition from the battlefield to the pen, an instrument that shapes the world without lifting the sword. A pen's might is visible only to the eye paid with ink. Its weight drips in stench where memories marinate and sink. To wait the wave in silence without retreat is the test. The mark of a bow finds permanence when inked and laid to rest. The sorrow that hides between the worlds, a silent refrain, is heard by those who drift intimately distant, yet brave of pain. The pen whispers the truth that swords cannot. It's the bridging gap between silence and expression, carrying weight beyond its physical form. Here we see the integration of a product into a poem that transforms it into a symbol. I do like it. Now let's look at the mirror, an object that reflects not just our faces, but our parts of ourselves we dare not see. A fleeting mirage now burdened to the mirror's fleeting glance. Only unwavering witnessing lets envy miss its chance to show or hide the appeal of a world grand and high. Only trees clothe shadows, mirror to shade with a sigh. To tremble yet endure, the mirror's might bestows. To crumble without breaking, with a fragile strength it shows. The mirror holds no bias, it reflects all, even the truths we'd rather ignore. It's a perfect metaphor for self-awareness, beauty, and strength. It integrates very seamlessly into this very short poem, reflecting those layers we never speak of. A very silent observer to an unyielding tracker. Let's explore. A reminder that time waits for none. To toil in plenty is the pleasure marked, time, if kept watch. To dream of naught and sway, gliding through the clock. To hold each fleeting moment, knowing none can stay. To see the seconds slip like sand, all too far away. To aim and set in stone, and eventually melt one to none, is the desire of undying ceaselessly and hope for the watch to be done. It's just not a timekeeper, it's a telling of a tale that we've always known. Yet, every time we go into one, it's like it's the first time we've seen it. Strange, but that's time for you. And now we close with the last one, the book. To turn each page a journey lived in ink and bound in thread. To read between the lines where silent truths are wed. To find the words that speak yet echo louder still. A tale of quiet moments that time can never kill. To close the cover gently, leaving questions unsaid, yet seeking answers in the pages left unread. A book holds a lot more than words. It holds worlds. It invites us to a journey, carrying meaning page by page. This is how the book was integrated into a poem. And there you have it. 5 seemingly ordinary objects turned into metaphors. Each one tells a poem, a story about what it is, not just at the surface, but how it can immerse us into a completely new way to look at things. And how we can keep referring to these things and not get bored. The only problem with that is they get repetitive and they seem to lose their recall value. For that, you need acquired taste. And that's what I'm here for. So, I hope to see you next time in the next episode. Bye.